destination favored by wine lovers. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff will work to ensure that you have an unforgettable afternoon. Remember, Malibu Wine's tasting room is a great place for parties, meetings, or private events. For more information, go to www.malibuwine.com. That's malibuwine.com or 818-865-0605. Welcome back here, PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio, nationwide, coast to coast. This channel of your TV set, this radio station. We do this PM Show Weekend Edition with the one and only Mr. Robert Conrad. Thursdays, live at 3 o'clock Pacific. It's played throughout the weekend on stations all over the country. If you're listening on the weekend, email us, rconrad@crni.net. Call us on Thursdays, 800-336-2225. The great Loretta Swit is with us. She is starring right now in a play in Chicago at the Broadway Theater on Chestnut there, and it's called Love, Loss, and What I Wore. It's going to also be playing in New York, and it's been extended in Chicago. And together, she is with the great Robert Conrad.
Hey, listen, the Chicagoans honored you. You got an award.
We lost her. We lost a phone call here.
What?
What happened to our line here with her? She was there and she's gone.
What happened?
I don't know. Let's see if we can get the lovely Loretta Swit back.
Wow, man.
She was there and we lost her.
Yeah, and she's just so charming.
She is
and
great.
She loves the city.
You know, I wanted to talk to her when we get her back because she won an award there in Chicago, in the Chicago Theater, the Sarah Siddons Award for her work back in 1991. So she's no stranger to Chicago theater.
She loves it. You know, I'm not exaggerating when I share this with you. The Pump Room, I hung out there. That was my place.
And it's open again. You got to go. You've been talking about going to Chicago for some time now. The Pump Room is back open.
Now the weather sucks. I'm not going there until spring.
That's true.
April I go to Chicago, and July I go to France and Spain.
And we've got her there. And so we have the great Loretta Swit back. And Loretta, we were just talking that you're no stranger to Chicago theater because back, I think, in the early 90s, you won some awards there, including the Sarah Siddons Award for the Chicago theater work, right?
Something I'm enormously proud of and not ashamed to say so. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful honor. You have nothing to do with. You can't compete for it. You can't advertise about it or campaign for it. And then suddenly one morning you get this blessed phone call saying you're being given the Sarah Siddons Award. And so I really treasure my trophy.
That is a true honor, and you are so deserving of that.
Yeah, and
thank you.
And I, like I told you, when we were doing a commercial, you can do what we talked about, and I'd be happy to do that if there's anything that you need. Now, what's the high point, my darling, in your career?
Oh my.
Tough question always.
Well, winning the Sarah Siddons was certainly a high point.
Yep.
I have done so many lovely roles. Working with Ted Bessel on Broadway in Same Time Next Year was just, it was like a little blessing every night. He was so wonderful to work with. And Shirley Valentine, I think, is one of the best monologues ever written for a woman. It's really a play. It's all about her husband and her children and everybody in her life. It's got a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's not really a legitimate monologue. And I treasure every moment I spend.
Yeah. What happened?
Well,
I'm kind of fickle because my favorite always happens to be the one I'm working on at the moment.
Yeah.
I love this piece. I love Love, Loss, and What I Wore. It's so warm and human. But I just came from Kansas, the new theater where I did this British farce, Move Over, Mrs. Markham, which I find out that this farce is used as a textbook example of great writing for farce. And it was just a miracle to work on the timing and the language. And I had so much. It was period. I wore costumes. It was just so delightful. I thought, well, it felt like a highlight. But I think every time, certainly working with Blake Edwards in SOB was the highlight of my film life. I loved Blake. Losing him was a disaster. I mean, it just was terrible. But then your compadre, a Chicagoan from the South Side, Larry Gelbart, was a major influence in my life, the creator of MASH. I so love what we do, Bob. You know, I so love acting that out there is a highlight.
Well,
and
I'm
as you
glad.
know, live theater, the audience is your partner, and they give you back tenfold everything you give out.
You're so right, kid. Hey, listen, we're going to lose you. We're going to commercial.
Can we
and
wish her a belated happy birthday? Because her birthday was
thank
November
you.
4th. Did you know that?
Happy birthday
to you.
Oh, I
Happy
love it.
birthday to you. Happy.
Go on.
Come on, you got to
No, I
sing
wanna
with
hear
me.
you sing it.
With you.
No. Happy birthday, dear Loretta. Happy birthday to you. All right, baby. Happy birthday to you, and thanks
I
for doing
love
the
you.
show. Okay, you got my home number. If you need me, call me.
I do.
All right,
Thank
baby.
you, Rob.
The great
All right.
Loretta Swit, ladies and gentlemen, in Chicago. Love Lost and What I Wore. It's playing now at the Broadway Theater. Going to be going to, it's on Chestnut, by the way.
And Michigan.
In Michigan.
Yeah.
And it's going to be going to New York after that. Check it all out. We continue straight ahead on CRN.